Hello and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. So it's been a while since I last played this and I really do need to pull my socks up in terms of playing the games that I've been playing. I restarted this with a new character. Obviously not obviously, but his name is Phoenix Prince, and I need to get this finished because obviously there's much talk and hype about a DLC coming out potentially at the end of potentially next month on the second anniversary of the game. It's yet to be confirmed, of course. There's nothing being confirmed by Chandler Wood or anybody else at the Avalanche team. So we have to take anything that's put out on any social media at the moment by content creators as a pinch of salt. And I mean, not to obviously put them down in any way, shape or form. That's the last thing I'd want to do because obviously, like me, they're very excited at the possibility of a DLC. So you can't blame them for wanting to hype it up. But I learned the hard way that when you start discussing certain things about a game, it can get out of hand and then it doesn't end up as what you anticipated. Anyway. So, our next part of the quest we were expected to do is flying class. So this is an essential part of the main story. So I'm just focusing on the main story in this one. If you want to see my 100% playthrough, you can go see that in what I have now termed as my my evil playthrough, or my non-good playthrough. Where I use all the curses, the unforgivable curses and all that. Although I'm still yet to actually do a finisher where that particular character uses the or becomes dark. So anyway, let's get to flying class. Now, the thing is, I don't think I've actually unlocked this one yet, but you know what? I'm going to go from base class and unlock it on the way. So I'm doing all the side quests, with the exception of anything that's related to companions, such as Natty, Sebastian and all that. I'm going to actually do those because they are, especially Sebastian's, because some of them are an integral part of the storyline. So I will be doing those.
Who do you think will fall from their broom first?
Everybody grab a broom and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome. Hello.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up.
Up.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom.
Up.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care.
I think
The
I'm getting
brooms
the hang
are
of this.
school property. I want them returned in one piece. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
Right, okay.
What a view.
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
That wasn't too bad.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
Well,
Our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
I'll tell you something, I really would love to get surround sound because it sounds so fantastic in my headset.
brilliant.
Oh, well done! Have a moment?
Okay, Eric, what have you got?
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We met in the common room. I'm Everett Clopton. So, care to join me for a bit of high-flying fun?
Kagawa seems strict. I wouldn't want to get into trouble.
Kagawa won't even notice. Besides, a bird doesn't learn how to fly by staying in the nest. Follow me.
He's got a very good point, to be fair, though. Even if it does
Or is
get
about
us into
to
trouble.
begin? Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as... Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it.
And imagine the
That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't
all
it?
the booms that
Jaunt around Hogwarts. This is
Neville
quite the tour
Longbottom
of
used to destroy it.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back. Looks like it's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms.
Where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions.
What is exactly hefty
Mr.
points?
Croughton, I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Suppose now you managed to see that right through the whole school.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
Well, I have to say that the reviews were worth it, but because I'm trying to do the good playthrough.
But we did get in trouble, and Kagawa could hold it against us.
Rotten luck, that. I didn't think she'd see us. But it's no matter. You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then?
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky. If I could afford the new Bright Spark broom at Spintwitches, I'd be on it now.
I do like Madame Kagawa. She's been tutoring me after class. Although she is very strict when it comes to broom safety.
So this is something I never knew you could do previously.
My own broom, instead of using my brother's hand-me-down.
How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Spintwitches is open in Hogsmeade. All the latest brooms, I hear. Not that I need one. The broom I have at home's the latest model.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
My sister had to run out after it, throwing stones.
Right, so you can actually avoid this confrontation, well, not confrontation, but conversation with Kagawa. But I'm going to have it anyway.
Madam Kagawa, about what happened in class.
No need to discuss it further. Losing points for Ravenclaw should serve as a deterrent against future escapades. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that I teach you a few additional spells, so please keep an eye out for an owl from me. You're also welcome to drop by any time with questions.
So, as I say, you're welcome to avoid that if you wish to, but... Right, so, as you can see, those are the two next two things we have to do. Right, so this was the thing we got in the owl from him. I'm not going to do that, but I do really want to get the broom, though. So I'm going to go and do that, but we will actually go and get while we're at it, we will actually go and get so I'll go and get the brooms. I won't actually do the actual broom quests, side quests. I'll do that, as I say, outside of. As I say, if you want to see that, you can see the 400% playthrough that I did. Right, let's just read all this stuff before Right, I don't think there is anything else in here to get other than... Oh, I went too far. Hogsmeade is up here. Nope, so let's just speak to him, get the brooms.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
You said disrupted trade routes caused you to close Spintwitches?
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable. Evidently criminals are overtaking roads, threatening hamlets. I can fly safely almost anywhere, but you try flying with an inventory of brooms on your back. No easy feat. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
Do you mind sharing more about your brooms?
I have a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take Wind Wisps, well known for their quality ash handles. U-weavers are rare because some fear flying them, likely to do with the U-Wand's darker reputation. Then you have the Ember Dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me practically giddy. It's one of many reasons I cherish running this shop.
Right, let's have a look
Quite an
then.
array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
Ooh, don't have a lot. I think I must have spent quite a bit of
Nice doing business with you.
Okay, right, well, it's usually these ones I tend to get because I prefer these. So, for now we'll go with...
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
I'm clearly going to have to work on getting some money.
Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
Right.
How long have you had a passion for brooms?
Since the moment I saw my first Quidditch match, seeing flyers maneuver the way they do. Oh, some people continue to have their doubts about me and my ideas. I hope that won't dissuade you from helping. I know I'm onto something.
Why do you need me to report to you on this broom flight?
I did try to get Imelda to help, but she has some flying habits and quirks that made her difficult to collaborate with. I need a flyer with no bad habits and a knack for flying. Your classmate Everett said you're a natural on a broom. He's forever in here studying the newest models, almost as passionate about brooms as I am. If your rumoured talent for flying can help you beat Imelda's times, then having you assess the broom will be invaluable.
I think we can get a fair idea of what Eric's job might be in the
Sounds as if you
future.
took Kagawa's class.
I did, but my focus on the technical elements of brooms rather than the art of flying drove her mad. She thinks it fitting I run Spintwitches now. I don't reckon either of us ever pictured me batting away bludgers for the Cannons or Puddlemere United. And I find a certain satisfaction in winning over the naysayers who think I may be too young to run this shop. With your help, I can continue proving myself the most knowledgeable purveyor of wizarding sporting goods around.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Right, well I won't be doing that just yet. My focus will be doing Sebastian first. No, we'll meet Professor Weasley on the 7th floor, shall we? Let's go to the astronomy tower and we'll walk down to it.
Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Right.
Revelio.
Here goes.
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Right, well let's assign it first, shall we?
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Right, well, while I do that, let's just it's down here for now.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down?
Revelio.
Oh, I forgot, I'm going to need this as well.
Accio. Levioso. Revelio.
Right, so I discovered that it's easier to get this here.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not. That's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Bit offended, the room thought I needed a bath, cheeky thing.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Right, I think that's it from this side, so let's go through here.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
So if we have enough time, we will...
What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Accio.
I keep pressing the wrong button because I'm so used to the Accio being... Right, okay.
Revelio.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Accio.
That's it. So now we can just go on through here.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Okay then, so let's identify some clothes.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Right, well let's just change some of these quickly. $68, $65. So this one is going to be the best one. So nothing there is 67, so that one's going to be the best one. Oh. Right, okay. Next stage,
I imagine
Professor.
the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Right, okay, so let's put that on there for now. So usually I just put them over here. Oh, that's right. I went mad and got all the.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deek will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deek?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deek has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deek tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deek if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Right, okay. Well, technically the next one is a side quest, but I think I have enough time to do it, so we might as well just do it. Oh, wrong button.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I think, to be perfectly honest, it's just...
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Right, it's technically 6, but you know. I'll go with it for now. put one more item. So we'll just put that there for now.
Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Okay.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the altering spell. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Makes me laugh is they give you this bigger space for spell casting, and then they never give you a dummy to do anything with it.
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Right, so let's leave. Let's just take the quest with Sebastian. So I think it is actually night time. Yes, it is. So what I'll do is I'll fast travel down there. Summoner's Court, that can wait. Right, so defense against the Dark Arts classroom. I will admit, I'm not a fan of Summoner's Court. I could see the idea behind it, but I definitely would have preferred more crossed ones. It's the first time I've actually come here when I've been playing this game, and he's actually been waiting for me.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
So, the other day I saw somebody asking the question, how did they know about the undercroft? And I can't remember who, I think it was on their social media. The Harry Potter social medias, they're now calling it again Harry Potter.
My friend, Ominis Gaunt. He named it the undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominis I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught. Right,
so... Oh, I know what it was. It was on... it was a content creator. He was doing a live stream, and I was watching the stream play through the next day, and somebody asked in his chat how on earth they knew about the undercroft, and I thought, well, do you not read the actual transcript of what they say? So literally, Sebastian is about to tell us how they know about the undercroft.
I've seen Ominis in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominis was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominis. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominis have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominis cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominis. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell like confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
So as you
It
just
may
heard,
take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement.
as you just
The
heard,
incantation is confringo.
Very well.
as you just heard, Sebastian explained that obviously the Gaunts know about the Undercroft through being descendants of Salazar Slytherin. The bigger question should have been from this particular person should have been
Stick to
how.
the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio.
So the biggest question should have been is not how did Sebastian and
Confringo! Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
Yeah, so the question should have been rather than how did Sebastian and Ominis know about the Undercroft, because it's obviously through his Ominis' descent as a Gaunt that he knew about the Undercroft. The question that should have been asked was how did Isadora know about the Undercroft?
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominis and I practiced confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne, Ominis and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Sorry about that.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of this secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Let's go and confront Ominis.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominis, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominis. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominis, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Right, well, I haven't done all that. I'm going to bring this episode to an end. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, I'm going to try and get myself through as much of this as I possibly can, in anticipation of a DLC in the coming months.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
In the next episode, obviously, we'll go and see Professor Fig. So until then, I'm going to say goodbye for now, and happy gaming, everybody.